Hello and welcome back to Timberborn. This is episode 6 of our playthrough on the Deadlands map. We're playing as the Ironteeth faction and we're playing on hard mode. So, if you have commented on the last video, thank you. I haven't had a chance to implement it because this is being recorded back to back with the previous video. Well, not back to back for me, but it will be recorded sequentially before I go away for the week. So, where are we at? We have 235 food. We have the corn factory, the food factory making corn. It is ostensibly a corn factory though. We have kohlrabi and we have berries. We also have a reasonable amount of water and we have our brand new reservoir. So I think these reservoirs are doing great and we're hopefully going to actually get this pumping today. So this is my main priority for today, to sort this out. I may also, I would very much like to get to Number Cruncher Land. So what I'm thinking is, where is it? Science. It's under science. Could I fit a number cruncher there? I mean, I could, but it'd be a pain in the ass. Could I fit a number cruncher up here? Probably the same. And I also want that powering that aquifer, really. Could I put a number cruncher here? I could. And it probably wouldn't be that hard to get down to. So maybe we'll make that our job for this episode. Because once science is automated, that doesn't make it easy to come down off of there, does it? I mean, what I could do. This is not going to be the prettiest thing you've ever seen. And then we could demolish this. Get all of this out of the way. And then just come straight up here, pop a geothermal engine on top. And pop a number cruncher next to that. I think that might be a lovely goal for today. We also have this, which is going to be powering this aquifer drill. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I'm going to lower your working hours because you clearly struggle to get the required sustenance you need. So that's going to be our next highest priority. I would just like all of this to get built now. So they built the shaft there. And I know this won't come into fruition until our next good cycle, but I'm feeling good about it. So because I messed around with our storage there and put corn ration in, I mean corn ration storage would probably actually be down here, shouldn't it? Because this is where the housing is. So if I come in to put the corn ration storage down here in the middle of our horrendous pathing, I'll do that. Corn rations prioritized by haulers. So what I'll do is I'll pop you high priority, much like loads of the other stuff I'm doing. So we have 4 beavers which are not producing science because that's the excess job we have. Beaver numbers are increasing quite rapidly. I may pause one of these breeding pods just for now because I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. We have somebody working in here. We have these 2 here pumping the water out. So we are having to get towards... Oh, you've actually finished. Well, that's interesting. I'm guessing I actually put in a scavenger flag down here so we can get a little bit more metal. You've finished for now. He hasn't actually been planting any more trees, which is a great, a great example of my success. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what's happening. We're not going to have any trees. Well, we do have access. We might have access to down here soon. Because we haven't been growing any. Well, what we can do is we can reconnect this path up here. So not only can this be built, but I've also realised that this shouldn't be these. This should be floodgates. Because if it's not floodgates, when we want to flush all the bad water out, it will be a bad idea. So what we'll do is we'll pop floodgates up here and we'll try and use this as a reservoir at some point. We can actually get over to here. So we have all of these oaks here. So pop that there. And let's pop some scavenger flags in. Not scavenger flags, lumberjack flags. Get them high prioritised. And we also need to mark all of this for cutting. So we should be able to get all of that cut down. And I think there's no reason to suggest why we couldn't actually get up here and get all of these out as well. So we'll do that in a bit. Oh, we also have all of these, don't we? Maybe there was no danger at all. Maybe I'm going to turn this into, from a farm into a large, sort of, large tree farm area. Because this is the emergency kohlrabi farm. This is the... I'm in trouble. Well, this was our normal farm. We'll turn him on so he can keep pumping some water. Don't need him on at the moment. And they're popping all of these in. Too far from the district centre. Oh. So I do actually have to build this really weirdly from the back. So I need to pause. And what I can actually do is I could set a chronometer so this says only powered during the a weather station says only powered during the temperate cycles, so that could be useful. Generally probably don't need you working because we don't need the gears at the moment. Well, I mean we are going to need the gears when we come down and build this, but not right at the moment. You don't need to be doing anything. And I think for our sake at the moment, what we could do is, I know it's not a great deal of space over here, but we do just plant some oaks over here. So this is going to require a degree of micromanagement, which I do not enjoy. But it's fine. It is essentially fine. So you are done. You are done. You are going to pump. You are going to pump. And the only thing I am going to unlock, because I think I need it, is going to be the... is going to be the double platforms. And I think it just makes more sense to have those there. Then what we'll do is we'll get another water pump in here. And I'll place it the right way around this time. And there we go. Stop doing high priority when you don't mean to, Scott. Oh, we have loads of planks now. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Oh, did I not need to do that? Oh no, they will just walk across, won't they? Okay. So let's take a step forward. So I want that to be built. I want this to be built. I mean, you can actually be unpaused now, I think. You can also be unpaused. Might have been easier if I'd have gone down the back here, but I mean, it probably would have been easier. It's fine. It's all perfectly fine. You guys coming over here to chop this down, that's fine. You're paused, and I don't want you to be, because I want you to replant. You are replanting at the moment, so I will unpause you in a minute. And what I wasn't doing, which I started the whole shebang with, was the scavenger flag here to pick up this stuff. I mean, we could also do that. The reason I want to build this dam here is because I want to control the water level with valves. That's a sluices then, so that this will always stay irrigated. But you know, we are a little bit off that with water at the moment. I don't think it's going to hurt to have a multi-layered dam system. I mean, we could even go zip and just have this big basin in the middle, depending on bad water. You're a seep, aren't you? No, you're a source, okay. So now I could put this guy in and he could be high priority. So that's sort of gone in. That can be... neither of you need to be paused. Unpause that. We just need to get the water. Well, there's only 5.6 days left. I'm going to put you back on. So I would like this tank to get built at some point. I mean, we could even just make this just go this way now, because if we've got this water source doing this, do we want to do that? I think maybe we do. I don't think that's going to cause many issues if I do that. It has a little bit of flow through that way. Oh no, that is going to cause us issues. Fine. No, not there. Why am I like this? I genuinely thought that's not me being, well, it's me being stupid. I genuinely thought they were the same height. From that side they look the same height, from that side they're not. So it's fine. We have kohlrabies here, we have corn down here, we have loads of corn rations, we have loads of corn in storage. Hardly the crime of the century. Very hardly the crime of the century. Unpause you. I also need to paint this with its brush, don't I say you're high priority? You should also be high priority now. I want to move all of our pumping operations generally up here, so the water down here. I mean, I'm going to leave the pumps in down here, but I would like the pumping to be up here, up here because it's just easier. Just makes more sense. They can reach those to build as well. How much power? So when all of this is working, this actually just goes to 390. Oh, I can't believe I mathed that properly. And somebody will point out that yes, nobody is working down here. So very valid point. We will put in a warehouse and a pile for now. I guess we will also want... Did we build that one down here for corn rations? We did. So now this can go to being corn rations still. We'll set this to supply. No, we'll set a supply and we'll set this to obtain. Because then at least they move stuff around. My hauly boys. No supply. And then what we'll do is we'll put a storage for the gears back in over here. And that will be good. Because then we can buffer our gears. Build it. One less. Build that pump for me. We are using a lot of water. This tank will be next. I really don't like this setup. We're going to have to do something with this. I mean, it might be as simple as... So that's 1, 2. Might be as simple as we come in and we just blast these down and just turn this into like into an actual water dump solution. So we put the have the 3x3, delete these here, and then we modulate it when it's a bad tide, which scares me, but it's fun. Oh god, pick that up. Those are gears in there, friends. They started building this shit. No. They have got loads of other projects. Also, like getting rid of these. As I keep handing them more projects. And pause that. Unpause that. You are a high priority job. As are you. I'm going to stop you from doing this just now. Just because I don't want to lose the amount of water in there. You're not doing anything, you're not doing anything. Build that for me. You're not planting while we're in a drought situation. I could also come in and blast all of this down because we have layers beneath it, don't we? Which could always be a valid route of attack. So. We're not building too much. I may reduce the amount of haulers we have, however. The science automation is going to be the thing that really helps us out. So, you're on. They're building that. So, we're about to come into a temperate cycle. So, did they build my lever? They didn't build my panic stations lever. We do have the gears. We do have the... They started to do that. No, let's start. They putting that in? No. We're about to lose all of that resource. It's because I've got this prioritized and I know it is, but it just kind of is. We're going to lose that. Well, I mean, we got the metal parts. We have metal blocks. I might pause the metal part maker actually. I don't think we need metal parts that rapidly. What we do need, however, is we're going to need to build this up because I need more builders. Pause. Pause. Wait, where's the water? Aren't we in a... I'm being very impatient, am I? It's all flowing up there as well. Lovely. Love it. So. Pump, pump, pump. Get your pump on, guys. So that's all flowing down there. So it's going to fill up these areas down here first. As I so desired it to. So what it's going to do is it's going to come in... So it's filling up all these water courses down in here, which is going to irrigate all of this, hopefully. You can see it. So once it's filled this up, we also have no water. Right. Oh no. I need to turn their heights down. It's because I synchronized them to that lever and it's not doing anything. So that's going to all fill up down there. And when it's filled up down there, what it should do is it should fill up there as well. So it's kind of hitting critical mass here. So it should. You can see it also, it's capping out there. It will cap out there in a minute. Once it's filled those bits. And then it should fill this and overflow into here. So fingers crossed, I've created a lot more irrigable land. And we don't need to rely on this maybe because it'll be... Yeah, so we shouldn't need to worry too much. So I can plant a lot more of this. So we may... Right. That's overflowing. So you go up. You don't need to be doing this because this will do this. And it will all flow out of here. What strength is this aquifer, Drill Atlas? I was not expecting a level of strength like that. I played Oasis where they are very weak, and that is some power. That is some power flowing through that aquifer. It's great though. And we're out of wood. We are out of wood. So, pause. Pause. Where was our next target wood? I'm assuming this one up here does exactly the same thing. I do respect the aquifer drills being super high powered, because nothing upsets me more than you can't fill up a reservoir because the stuff's just not powerful. I'm not going to go into dev mode on the original maps and like play around with. I mean, I know I could, but I'm not going to on the original settings because I kind of like to play how the devs intended, and that might sound corny, but it's kind of what I want to do. I mean, I'm actually going to pause both of these now because we don't need to be turning all of this into planks. But that is a powerful aquifer drill. So actually, me wanting to turn this into a downstream super reservoir isn't the worst idea I've ever had, because that's going to fill up super quick. Isn't it? Now, they do just have to walk an absolute country mile to get all of this stuff. But they should be able to build that soon. This is so cool. Look at the power coming out of that. So we do actually have 200 excess power, so we could put some more stuff up here maybe. These trees are just going to take an age to grow. Chopping that down. So we need to come up with our next plan. So here, this forest is in a really poor position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another forester here. And this is going to be our... we already have lumberjack flags. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover all of this with as many oaks as I can. And this will become a little tree farm up here. I may reserve space here for putting more pumps in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... I think what I'll do... I think we'll just go with that. And what we'll do is we're going to put some more pumps up here. And that should allow me to maximise one extra log space. And we have a bad tide coming. So, did they build my lever? Yes. So, right, while we're working on this, let's go through. Now, this is where I hope that I'm right about bad tides. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to pause this very quickly if bad water starts flowing out of this. So my lever. So when it's on, so switch on, switch off. So what I want to do is when this is on, the height of that, and then we'll do that. So if I hit my lever, oh, lovely. So what I want to do with these ones is, if I want to do a knot gate, and a knot, don't I? So I want a relay. But we're not going to unlock that yet because, I mean, it's only 80. So what I want to do is when that's not that, that will do the opposite. So when we're in a bad tide, that will just flick to on. In theory, that will open. They might not build that in time. We're also absolutely scuppered because we can't come up here to get logs during the bad tide, so I need to remember to delete this path. So we've got 2.6 days. How are you growing? You're going to take ages, aren't you? Prioritise this guy. We do have these pines, so they'll be coming in quickly. I might just leave you off. I am very hopeful that this will just build very quickly. What did we talk about? We did talk about wanting the I know I'm putting all the weird stuff down here. We need to come up with a better place to put our beavers as well. We have lots of things we need to do. Lots and lots of things. And by continuing to add jobs to it, I'm not achieving doing anything. So, let's be sensible. Builder's hut is going to be useful. So that should be built relatively quickly. 2.1 days. So what I may want to do is, because we're going to delete this path here, I may want to come up here and start to harvest these logs. I think that's a good solution. Well, it's a start, isn't it? So let's mark all of these for cutting. Right. So, for those of you that watched JC's Ant Farm video, or was it, I can't remember which one it was, he was talking about doing a leaf coats playthrough. I'm really excited for that, because I really enjoyed the leaf coats. I want to see what he does with them, because he only did it on the live stream, didn't he? Which was more for figuring it out, so I'm interested to see what he would do with a proper playthrough on them. I hope he does it on hard. I enjoy playing on hard, and I also enjoy watching on hard, so that is kind of my jam. So there we go, that's flowing through. Fingers crossed this doesn't start to leak bad water. If it does, we have issues. What else has got high priority? So this has got high priority. So is that built? No, it's not built. So if this is not... and or... So it's not level 1. These should go to that. So when I flick that, they should rise. We will test this. Maybe not this bad tide, because I don't think they're going to have time to build these gates down here. But, I mean, this isn't even built yet, is it? Is it? Hey, do you like the bad tides on this map? I said as our first 2 episodes, we didn't actually have a bad tide at all. Chopping trees down up here. I do also need to think about something like coming down this way to cut the... I mean, it wouldn't cut that much time off of it, would it? Probably not. So, I talked about number cruncher, so I can't not do this episode, so pop that in there. And we're going to delete this path now. I'm fully aware I could put a gate in, but we could do. Maybe we'll do that next time. I'm not going to unlock it with science. I'm going to stop doing that. And I did ask them to build this first, didn't I? So they should finish that quickly. And you're going to be... I didn't do the thing. Switch on. There we go. I did do the thing. Just in time. So this isn't flowing, which means they haven't changed that, so that's good. We might have to dam this up. And I put you in without giving you any trees to plant, which is fantastic. This is only a 12-day bad tide. I feel like everything is going to start to get a little bit longer soon. So we can come all the way down here with the trees. That's the only thing I wish you could do. You could leave the building overlay on when the trees... So, we're moving towards tree sustainability. We have food sustainability now, generally. Because we are capped out on that. Are you not connected? You're not connected. We have extra builders. So you should be a low workplace priority job. And that's the next thing I want you to do. But I also would like you to come and work in here to start to chop down some of these trees. Please don't tell me they're marked. No, I'm mismarking them, that's good. Otherwise they would run down into the poo water. No, that's fine. So this works. This works. Stop you pumping, I guess, a little bit. Get you pumping. So I do need to also have I need to have some levers involved in this at some point. So does that actually... Oh no, because they haven't been built yet. Maybe we'll get them built next cycle. So we might also start to be able to come around here and think about this. And also getting up here to get this relic and get this science. I'm trying to think where the best... I mean, for closeness to our base, we want here. But I'm going to want to power all of these aquifer drills. Oh, is there another crash satellite in there? That's cool. Any more weird aquifer drills? There's one there. There's one there, which I'd like to power. And there's this one here, which I'm going to power. I do kind of want to turn this into one big reservoir. I think it'd be really cool. So maybe that's our end game. It doesn't involve platforms though, NYC, so I won't worry too much. Water pumping's fine. I think I could even risk turning this back on now. Oh, and we obviously have this one as well. What I could do is I could come over with... I've done a really bad job of planting these trees. So, get these out. I prioritise that for me. Did you do that? You did. So now I can plant some more corn. And I think what we did underneath here with the water is going to keep all of this very hydrated. We will do something with this at some point. You should also come and top that up. That needs to be a sensor. So what was we doing? With landscaping, we were going to put in some dynamite around here, weren't we? We'll have to work on this in a temperate cycle or a drought. To turn that into a... Because we have the technology. We can pop that there now. And then that will expand that and turn that into a proper water dumping area. It's flowing out there fine. This is okay, so because this evaporates quickly, the water actually flows out of this quite quickly as well. So we just have to bear that in mind. But I think that's fine. The strength of this aquifer is so powerful, it's going to top this up super quickly. We have 4 pumpers in there. I don't actually think we need to pump down here now. Because we have these boys. So pump, pump, pump. Pop that around there. Taking out gaps. Growing that. Dropping these trees. Are you done? And then what we'll do is we'll pop some lumberjack flags here. So, how do you think we're getting on? Let me know down in the comments. Considering the brutal start and how hard I think this map is, I don't think we're doing too badly, if I'm honest. It could be a lot worse. Especially considering I didn't take the visual cues from Atlas that there was going to be bad water flowing through that gap. If I'd taken those, it might have been a bit different at the beginning, but I didn't. So that's always funny. Oh, we have beavers die of old age. Probably because I didn't keep up with the... I'm yo-yoing beaver production a little bit. So this is the priority to go in now. We're not producing any more planks because I turned those off. Maybe stop producing gears. And we're definitely not producing science because, well, because of that. Is there any relics I can go on the hunt of? Now, you're paused, you can be paused. You're doing your... I'm not going to delete that until temperate cycle. You could be paused. You need to keep going. You're already paused, you're fine down there. Sorry, this is just a game of me going, you're paused, you're paused, you're paused. The beavers are out. Oh, we do actually have some scientists, okay. So everything should be working. We only did turn one plank on. Maybe I turned both on. It's amazing how quickly you can burn through them. But we are producing dynamite and metal blocks, which is good because I'm going to need them later. Logs. Once we start to grow this in, it's over. Well, it's not over, but I can come and fulfill my dreams of working on this. So we can actually, now that we've got the... So the reason I left this gap here is because I want the fill valve to modulate based upon the level here. So I want it to be based, so when I set that to, if I set that to 0.95 for example, I want it to release water into here based on that. So because it's at a higher level, no, it's on the same level, isn't it? Yeah, that's why I wanted it on the same level. So I would have to unlock the fill valve, wouldn't I? And we're not doing that until we get the number cruncher. Okay. We have a few beavers dying of old age. It's a bit upsetting, but it's fine. We also don't have a storage for scrap metal. So, in the theme of that, and cleaning up some of these paths. That's fine. What we'll do is because we're gonna come and take all of this out as well, so we get rid of all this scrap down here. So what we'll do is we'll pop in a scrap metal storage here. Get that. Ah, we need one log for this because I didn't high prioritize it. Give me one log. Seriously, give me one log. Oh, well, when they've done that, they'll... Because he can't reach anything anymore, so I'm going to take him out. There are some trees down there I could chop down. I'm confident, yeah, these guys will just pull this out. You probably don't need to be there right now. You probably don't need to be there right now. What I might do is I might try and tie this to a weather sensor so that when we're in a drought, he doesn't plant because it's just not gonna do a lot unless we can figure out the large reservoir here. Ah, but they're chopping that down with great abandon now. Well, we actually have the planks. It's the logs away and I thought down here. So, 39 minutes. What does a number cruncher actually require? I believe it's now metal parts, isn't it? So my intention to keep producing the metal parts was grand. So metal parts 50, we have them. 30 planks and 100 gears. So we need to keep popping these guys out. Because that's going to take a lot. This has died again. It's because of this. This is fine. I mean, it's not fine. It's fine because I've come up with other solutions. It's not fine because maybe what we should do is... Right, okay. Let's stop being silly. So, storage. This is where our kohlrabi is going to be. Where is... Oh, it's down there. This isn't good enough, and I admit it's not good enough. So what we need to do is we need to think about what the long-term solution for this is. So it's because of the bad water in here, because I didn't catch it early enough. Otherwise, this would be a fine water dump. Well, it will be a fine water dump. So I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to... I think what we're going to do is we're going to unplant all of this. We're going to just get rid of all of this. And we're going to plant more trees up here. We're just going to plant oaks. And it will be oaks on this side. And then we'll think about that later. Corn's fine, kohlrabi. Are they building that? They are. And we're using as much of these logs as we can. I would like this to be built next temperate cycle, which is only in 4.4 days. So we're going to hit the lever. Oh, I don't need to click on it, do I? I can click over here. Now, there will be those of you that's... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Did that too early. Look at that. That's good effort, isn't it? So that's going to flow out there straight away. So there'll be those of you that say, what I could do is I could use a contamination sensor. And whilst I could use a contamination sensor here. And I could also... But using one here would be challenging because... And I say so because... It means that I would have to... I've blocked that off now as well. Let's delete that, I guess. Yes? I think that's fine. Because as soon as it contaminates, you don't know, so it wouldn't turn flip back straight on. So I'm much more in favour of using a chronometer there. So we are going to high prioritise this here. Let's up the priority. Sorry, I zoned out there. I really want the science to actually get stuff done, so we're gonna pop these straight in. We're just gonna get science going, and that was probably horrendous scribbling for you. So what we're gonna do is, no, I didn't need to build that, did I? That was stupid. We're also gonna delete that, and we're gonna pop in the water dump here. So that's 3x3, so that's the... Oh, I need to delete that as well, don't I? 3x3, so that is the ideal water dumping side, and we also have the source in it as well, so that we, in a bad tide, we can just keep it filled up. So that will work. How much is the chronometer? 8 and 6. I think that might be worth doing. No, not chronometer. Weather station. Treated planks, that's the issue. Chronometer would be fine, but it's the weather station I need. And we are not near treated planks in the slightest at the moment. You can go back on. You can also go back on. So that should mean that nobody's working the hauler's hut. That's fine. Pause you. And I'm going to reconnect this here, and yeah. And I might like these to be prioritized jobs. And then fingers crossed we're going to start to get some science so I can actually start to put number cruncher in. Even if it's not quite this episode. 1.5k. And I'm fully aware that this does not output enough energy to power the number cruncher, but it's what we're going to go for. We're going to make the best of a situation. And I also remember, I didn't do this, did I? Which was something else I said I was going to do. Put the bad water dump in. Add water pump, not dump. So that will just allow us to continue. I might move that over there and then we can have this as a normal water dump because there's much more space up there for it. Oh, well, when I was messing around with that, I did that, didn't I? That was a bit silly. But you'll notice that all of this is still irrigated because of the underground irrigation system. So props for that. And it's another bad tide. You just love giving me bad tides, don't they? And I didn't actually plant the oaks up here. Like I said I was going to. Can he reach all of that? He can. You can also go away. No, you can't. You can go away. So, there we go. How's the science? 1.60.065. So we just come on. Is there anything I can pause which is unnecessary? So actually this is a good chance to test our knot. So if I flip the lever, I don't need to click that. If I flip that, I need to configure these though. So if that's off to be open, yeah. So because of the knot gate, so if I flip that, these open, that closes. So in a bad tide, that is going to be very useful because I can just flip that and that will just flow straight out there. I don't have to mess around with the other ones. That is excellent. Come on, guys. Planting those up there. Are these started to grow yet? We're getting there. What about these down here? The colony's doing okay. My main concerns of food and water seem to have been completely addressed. So much so that I haven't even really turned on pumping in the temperate cycle, which may be a fool's errand because this could be like a 30-day bad tide at this point. So that may be my fault. I mean, that may be my fault. So let's get everybody pumping. Let's just get as much water as we can for... And I probably need a lever to turn some of these off. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pumping jobs now. So I'm just going to let them do the pumping for a little bit. I'm also going to pause this job. But what we're going to do is we're going to leave that on. So yeah, that's still being janky. We may just have to come up with something to let that flow. But I haven't thought about what that is yet. Oh, they built that as well. That was very quick. And I do also need to remember to delete this path. They can't get around here. So, that's fine. I bet there's loads of wood stored over there, isn't there? Of course there is. So you've done as far as you can round here. I'm guessing steps and lumberjack flags. And once again, progress has been slightly slow, but I think it's fine. So we're coming to the end of the day. I am going to, so you are at 1, you are kept permanently up, so now I'm going to flip you. These go up. I'm going to turn that on for the entirety of the tide. And what we're going to do is we're now going to turn these off, this off. These two are going to be turned off. I need to get another lever to automate this. And then we will turn these on when we deem appropriate. So, we are fine. We are doing excellent. I still get goosebumps when that happens. I'm still scared. Scared in my bones. And that's too far to be built, so we'll come over here. I wonder if they can actually demolish that from... It's too far. They probably could have demolished that from up there once we had that, and then we could have got the... That's quite annoying, isn't it? Wonder if I can... I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. There's loads of these geothermal vents everywhere. It's a really cool map. So, that's a 19-day bad tide. Water, it could be a bit iffy. I think we will call it there. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider hitting like and subscribe. And this is the episode I will be acting on comments from. So please chuck your ideas out, your comments out. Let me know what you think I should be doing. And whether I am going the way you think I should be going or not. Or if I'm being an idiot, please also still let me know. Both points are very valid. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.